Hello Sagittarius, and welcome to the Green Women Tarot. This is your reading for the next 2 weeks, which is from the 24th of January through to the 7th of February 2022. And it's a general reading just to see what sort of energies are around you at this time, to see what's on the cards for you. But before we delve into the tarot reading, I need to consult the oracle, and this is the Green Wheel Oracle, which I'll be using today to draw a couple of cards from, just to start your reading off with. So let's see, what words of wisdom does the mysterious oracle have for Sagittarius for the 24th of January to the 7th of February 2022. What messages are here for Sagittarius for the next 2 weeks? Oh, okay, you've got that one. What does Sagittarius need to know at this time? I will just take one from that lot. And let's see what you get. Well, with the honeybee, that's very positive. This is about rich rewards for hard work and abundance. Sort of working hard but enjoying the outcome, the well-deserved sweet results from hard work. And magpie reminds us that in everything we need light and dark. We need opposing energies, you know, the two colors of the magpie, black and white. And if you look at the bramble or the little roses that they're standing on, the beautiful flowers and the sharp thorns, you know, the difficulties and the beauty and gentleness in life, it's all part of making the whole. So you need the two sides to create the whole. So it's almost like the hard work, the difficulties there, the endeavour creates the reward. So you've got the honeybee with sweet results, and you've got magpie embracing the two opposing energies or two different sides to a situation, good and bad. So there you have magpie and honeybee. But let's see where the rest of the reading takes us. So let's see what's on the cards for Sagittarius for the 24th of January to the 7th of February 2022. What messages are here for Sagittarius for the next 2 weeks? What does Sagittarius need to know at this time? And this is the Druid Craft Tarot, which I'll be using today to put down an 8-card spread for you, Sagittarius. Oops, we've got cards jumping out all over. With the first 2 cards depicting you in your current situation, where you are now. And the next 2 cards highlighting the challenges you may be facing at this time, with the following 2 cards offering you some guidance from divine energies as you move towards the final 2 cards, which may reveal your possible outcome to the situation. It shows the energies that you'll be moving towards. So let's see what you get. Prince of Pentacles or Knight of Pentacles and the 10 of Swords. It's where you are, and you have, let's move the cards down a bit. You have the 2 of Wands and the 9 of Cups in your challenge position. You have the 5 of Swords and the 4 of Swords as your guidance cards, and you move towards the 7 of Pentacles and the High Priestess. And you have the Lovers at the bottom of the deck. The Lovers speak of a deep and meaningful union. The choice actually as well. It could sort of depict the compromise and choice needed when you form an important union or bond with others. It does speak of, you know, two opposites coming together, which is what the magpie sort of talks of a little as well. So there's the love as a meaningful union, a union that could sort of be stable and bring about a sense of contentment and abundance and continued growth. But where you are now, it's sort of at an ending, some difficult ending, and looking at all the cards together, it seems that there's been a agrimonious ending to something. You know, with the Lovers card here coming at the bottom, it does make me think of unions and relationships, and with these cards it sort of indicates a difficult ending, and it's where you are now, picking yourself up from the, you know, picking up the pieces after a difficult ending, getting back on the horse, getting back on track with things, having sort of been dealt a very unfair and painful blow that sort of involves a difficult ending, but you realize it's brought you to a point where you can begin on a new path, a new beginning here. You can see the dawning, it's just showing there. So those dark clouds are lifting. And with the Prince of Pentacles or the Knight of Pentacles, this is about, you know, it could well be for some of you a new offer in work or a new situation. But to me, you know, to what I get from there, that is in this new beginning, here's the new dawning as well, getting back on track, deciding, you know, that you beginning to take the practical steps to building something new, something better. You know, with the Prince of Pentacles, this is about, it's also about taking pride in your work as well, but it's about laying down those foundations, taking the first practical steps towards building something up. And this is something that can bring you renewed stability, security, growth, and abundance. So although you're in a difficult position, it shows you picking yourself up and beginning to build something better, something stronger. And, you know, I just look at his pentacle is a very big shield. It makes me think you're sort of like you're on guard. You're protecting yourself now. You're sort of having learned from this. Your challenge is, and actually here you are in a new doorway. Sort of your challenge or is positive challenges. This is assessing your potentials now, having, you know, sort of, as I say, learned from something, perhaps something difficult. You're at a doorway almost, sort of ready to step through the threshold of something new, and you know, you're aspiring to find contentment and happiness, and once again feel strong and proud in your accomplishments. Your guidance sort of suggests that it's sort of with the Ten of Swords right above the Five of Swords. This does speak, it sort of speaks of moving on, leaving a toxic situation or a difficult situation behind, realizing that it's no good anymore, and you want to move forward, and you want to go some, you know, in a different direction. So to me, and I look at these two cards with the rest of your spread, I get a sense it's sort of saying, lay down your arms now, find that rest, that recuperation necessary, recharge your batteries a while, contemplating a way forward, away from this. He's almost brooding over this unfair situation. In the Five of Swords, this sort of speaks of an unfair defeat on, this person has been defeated by this much bigger, much stronger, scrupulous or unscrupulous person who has sort of walked all over them, and they're sort of just moving on, finding better, finding something better, or moving on to better fields. So as guidance, it sort of says, leave that behind. Don't fight it anymore. Just walk away. It's like walking away from an unfair situation, or walking away from a fight that you can't win. Also, recharge, recuperate, take the lessons you can learn from this, gain that wisdom from it, and see things in a new perspective. It's sort of almost like the magpie sort of shows that sometimes difficult situations come about, and at the time they feel painful, they're unfair, you can't see that there could be any good from it, but in hindsight you realize you're glad it happened, because it's thrown you onto a better path, or sort of created a more resonating environmental situation for you. So it's almost like out of difficulty comes good. And you move towards the Seven of Pentacles. This is about beginning to feel the first rewards of something that you put a lot of effort into. So I get a sense that this is the Knight of Pentacles, or the Prince of Pentacles. You move towards it's such a time where you've built up something, you've started it, and you can see it grow, you can see it's developing. It won't be ready at that point to harvest, but there's that time of assessing your progress, and again, sort of also a very thoughtful card, like the Four of Swords, assessing your progress and appreciating how far you've come. So to me, it's almost like you leaving this difficult situation behind. It may well have been something that you will be glad from when you reach this point of assessing how far you've come. And you have the High Priestess, which speaks of knowledge, hidden knowledge being revealed to you in the right time. So the unfairness and the pain here, that sort of, how did this come about? How did they do this? This has been so unfair. All those questions that arise in situations like that, slowly being answered. You sort of, maybe from within, your own intuitive wisdom that you've gained from that experience sort of begins to make sense of it all, and you can therefore truly appreciate the better, warmer, sweeter position that you're moving towards. So to sum up then, this spread to me shows you rising up from an unfair defeat, hedging your bets, choosing where to go from there, and leaving the battle behind, leaving the difficulty behind, as you move towards building up something yourself, something better, something stronger, that you're willing to put a lot of hard work and effort into, and that takes you to a point where you begin to see the first results of your efforts, and you assess them and realize some truths that hitherto have been hidden from you, that may sort of make this difficult defeat or situation that you leave behind clearer. So you gain hindsight, you gain wisdom and hindsight from it, and you don't regret it. With the magpie, you sort of embrace the difficult time because you realize that's what's thrown you onto the path towards a better time, a more joyful and abundant time. And there you have the Lovers. Perhaps for some of you this may indicate what this situation was. Maybe it was the end of a good love affair, or however, for some of you it may well be that's what you're moving towards. But there's sort of certainly a strong union in the next 2 weeks for you. So there you have it, Sagittarius. I hope you enjoyed your reading and that it resonates with you. And if so, please remember to hit the like, share and subscribe buttons. And then have a good 2 weeks. And God bless you till we meet again.